A racist police officer confronts a black man outside a luxury store, punching and arresting him before realizing he's just assaulted the mayor. Michael Trent stood under a street lamp waiting outside the boutique. The store had been closed for hours. Joshua, his assistant, was running late. Heavy footsteps drew his attention. "Hey!" a voice barked. A white police officer walked towards him, hand on his belt. "What are you doing here?" "I'm just waiting for someone," Michael said evenly. The officer's eyes narrowed. "Waiting at this time outside a closed shop? My ride is running late," Michael replied calmly. "Doesn't look right. You sure you're not loitering?" Michael kept composed. "I'm just standing here waiting for a ride." The officer stepped closer. "You don't blend in around here. You sure you're not trying to break into something?" Michael felt his pulse quicken. "There's no need for accusations. I'm waiting for a ride. You got any ID?" Michael's jaw tightened. "I don't need to show you my ID. I'm not doing anything wrong." The officer's expression darkened. "You don't get to decide that." Minutes stretched as the officer refused to back off. "I've explained myself," Michael said. The officer stepped closer. "Something about you doesn't sit right." "What doesn't sit right?" Michael asked. "The fact that I'm in a suit or that you don't think I belong here?" The officer's eyes flashed. "Watch your tone. You're questioning me for no reason," Michael said. The officer smirked. "Guys like you always think you're too smart. Loitering. Looking for a chance to break in. I'm waiting for my assistant. You've been harassing me." The officer's smirk vanished. "I'm keeping people like you from causing trouble. People like me." Michael's voice was cold. "What exactly do you mean?" "You know what I mean," the officer snapped. "A suit doesn't change who you are." The officer's hand moved toward his cuffs. "You're close to stepping over the line." "The line where I stop letting you bully me?" Michael asked. "I've got the authority here," the officer said. "Authority doesn't give you the right to harass people," Michael replied. The officer stepped inches from his face. "I don't need a reason if I feel threatened." "That's it, you're under arrest." Michael took a step back. "You can't do this." The officer grabbed his wrist. "You think you're above the law?" The officer shoved Michael against the window. The glass rattled. "Get off me." Without warning, the officer swung his fist. The punch landed on Michael's jaw. His head snapped, pain exploding. The officer slammed him into the glass again. "Now you're going to learn." He wrenched Michael's arms behind his back. The cuffs clicked shut. "On the ground," he ordered, shoving him toward the pavement. As the officer pushed him toward the patrol car, Michael straightened. "Before you throw me in that car, check my ID." The officer froze. "What?" "Check my ID. It's in my wallet," Michael said calmly. "You're going to want to know who you've just cuffed." The officer pulled out the wallet. As he read the ID, color drained from his face. His eyes darted from the ID to Michael in disbelief. "That's right," Michael said. "I'm the mayor of this city." The officer's face went pale. His hands trembled as he fumbled with the cuffs. "Sir, I didn't know." "You didn't realize because you assumed," Michael said. "You let your prejudice blind you." The officer unlocked the cuffs. "I'm sorry, sir. You didn't mean to punch me? Treat me like a criminal." Michael's voice rose. "Sir, I thought—" "That's the problem. You saw me and decided I was a threat." The officer swallowed. "I made a mistake." "A mistake? I want your badge number now." The officer provided it, voice barely a whisper. Michael took out his phone. "You'll be hearing from me again." Michael walked away and called Joshua. "Meet me at City Hall now." Within hours, he held a press conference. "Last night an officer approached me while I waited for a ride," Michael began. Despite my calm explanation, he became aggressive. He accused me of loitering because I didn't fit his idea of who should be there. He punched me, handcuffed me, and was about to arrest me. The crowd stirred. I was calm and respectful, but he saw a threat based on my appearance. Only when I told him to check my ID did he realize who I was. This isn't just about me. This is about systemic issues in our police department. There will be a full investigation. But this is bigger than one incident. I will not stop until every person can trust they will be treated fairly. Days later, Michael met with Chief Harland and Officer Mason. What were you thinking? Michael asked. Mason shifted. I didn't know who you were. You didn't care to find out, Michael said. You let prejudice dictate your actions. Harland turned to Mason. You're on suspension pending investigation. Michael addressed Harland. This is about a culture that allows officers like Mason to act this way. We need an independent oversight committee, mandatory training, and public reporting. After public pressure and Harland's resignation, the review board met. Michael attended. Captain Reynolds announced, Officer Greg Mason's actions violated department policy. His conduct was unprofessional. Officer Mason is hereby terminated effective immediately. Michael felt relief. This was the right decision, but just the beginning. We need to continue pushing for reforms. As he left, Michael knew the fight for real change had only begun. The road was long, but he was ready to lead the way.